Creo que nos ponemos también nerviositas que estás aquí.
I'm all here. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the
Underqualified podcast.
I'm Michelle,
I'm Yoali.
and today we're very excited because we have such interesting topic,
Yes.
and we're very excited because, like, I don't know, what do you think? Concerts have been part of our lives forever,
For a really long time. Yes.
and we're concert girlies.
Yes, I mean, I feel like the one coming up with this topic was kind of interesting because
Yes.
I told Michelle, I was like, what things do we have in common, right? Obviously, so we can tell you guys these stories. And I was like, I'm with literally the number one concert goer in fucking town. Like, what am I even doing? Of course we're gonna talk about concerts one day. So today felt completely correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
But actually, Yoali, we have a guest that is behind the camera right now. Our bestie Karla is right here. Say hi, Karla.
Hello.
We're kind of nervous because she's double filming us for
Yes.
her little show. Does your show have a name?
Not yet.
Okay, so
What's the name of your channel?
Princess X Karla.
Princess X Karla.
So
On
she,
YouTube.
Yes, she's doing something super awesome that it's about mental health and having awareness for people and explaining why people should have hobbies, which I think
Yes,
is-
it was really beautiful.
yeah, and how it's healthy because it's healthy to have hobbies, guys. Get a
And-
hobby if you don't.
Yes, and actually, concerts are a hobby for some people.
A really expensive hobby that we
Yeah.
both have.
I saw the other day like a video of like my car payment flying around. It's like I think Chris Brown flying around like the arena. I'm like, that's
literally us.
But
yeah.
go check it out. We don't know when this is coming out, but go check out Karla's video
Yeah.
because we're gonna be interviewed by her, and we're really excited for you guys to see it. So go follow her. Like Yoali said, it's something that we have in common.
Yeah.
We love music so much. I love festivals. For some reason, it gives me like dopamine. I'm very happy. What about you? Like, what's your experience with concerts?
I mean, lately I've been a person that's been traveling for concerts.
Mhm.
I feel like now that I have my big girl money, it's all going towards concerts, and and I think it's such a healing thing. Like, music is an experience, so we should be spending money to see it. Like,
Yes.
obviously, we don't want artists to die, so
What?
we love them. Well, I mean,
Music,
Yeah.
not artists. Artists let them die. It's part of life.
She said, "Let's complete the cycle."
Yo, fuck them kids.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you guys spend money on concerts. If you don't, you should. It feels something sometimes spiritual,
Mhm.
and I love the energy of
Yes.
some artists you don't go see, but it's so much fun. So I don't know what it's like for you.
I mean, it's totally the same. Like,
Yeah.
I love traveling for a concert. I usually, my friends are like, why do you travel so much? I'm like, because I always have a concert outside of town.
YOLO.
YOLO, like, I love, like, creating stories. You have heard it here in the podcast.
Yeah.
I travel a lot, and a lot of things happen to me. Like, I fall from a scooter or, like, whatever, but I create memories. The other day, I was remembering that I fell from a scooter the day that I went to see Arctic Monkey. So it's, like, a whole experience.
Yeah.
But for me, it gives me, like, so much joy to see the person that I listen in Spotify in person. Yeah.
It's such a weird experience
Yes.
because you're like, wait, you're physically here and you're that tall and you actually look like that and you're awesome. Like, this is really cool.
It's so weird. One time, like, I don't want to get into depth in that, but I was like, hi. I was watching Kevin Carl, and I was like, dude, that's my cousin.
That's
Why?
my cousin.
Why? Because he's from Chihuahua, but that's it. But it's I don't know, it gives me so much joy just to enjoy the music live.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a different experience just to, like, watch a video on YouTube than watch the person in person.
Yeah.
So it's something like we really enjoy. I don't know if you guys are concert people, but if you're not,
All I know is that we're watching our future pals. Like, I see them that way. I'm like, okay, I went to Sabrina and I was like, okay, yes, we're going to be besties.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be. That is how it's going to be. So it's so much fun. I mean, we always do have we talk about horrible experiences. Because obviously sometimes that's like, those are like the best stories to tell. But other than that, I mean, I feel like with concerts, there's never a bad story when it comes to them unless you're Michelle and you fall from a scooter afterwards.
Yeah. We wanted to talk about this because, like, last episode, the New York one, I was talking about, like, my experience that I had to do while traveling, that I went to a festival. And I was telling just, like, my experience, the highs, the lows. So, Yoali, I wanted to ask you, like, we wanted to do it in both senses. Like, what's, like, the biggest high concert that you had, like the biggest memory, like the biggest something changed inside of you?
So I think I had touched a little bit upon it on our bucket list video.
Yes.
It was so fun, but
bucket list video.
Yeah, like the yearly thing. The goals, the stuff that we're manifesting.
Lululemon.
Yes, the Lululemon.
Yes.
We were talking about Tiësto.
Bucket list.
Well, it's a little bit of a bucket list, but we were talking about Tiësto and how I went, and it was literally life-changing, and it's still one of the highest moments that I've ever had. It was literally like Michelle said in the video, I was high on life.
Yeah.
Like, it was absolutely thrilling. I did get to go because of my job, and I never thought that I was going to get this gig. Like, that was the one thing. It was kind of not promised to me, but I was supposed to go and do kind of like a review, and then it was kind of like a back and forth of like, am I gonna do it? Am I not gonna do it?
Just a little FYI before we start with the story. I just want to let people know that we're from El Paso, and in El Paso, it's just getting a little bit of the music scene.
Yes,
it's becoming bigger and bigger, and Tiësto was one of the biggest.
It's a big
summer.
highlight. Yeah. So there's this place called the Elma, which is like a huge swim club that has been bringing in like huge artists. Mm-hmm. So they opened up with Tiësto, and I was like, "There's no way he's coming!" Like, and I need to be at that concert.
Yeah, too good to be true.
Yeah, exactly. And they told me at work, like, you know what? If you want, you can cover it. And I was like, "Oh my god, absolutely! I want to go cover it." And it was a back and forth. In the end, they ended up getting me in. It was my boyfriend and I. Before the concert started, I had spoken to the promoter, and he took a little bit to give me the passes. Like, he even apologized a lot. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, like, we're so late." Like, but I mean, to be totally fair, Tiësto only started until like 11 o'clock. So I got there like right at 8. I did not need to be there exactly at 8. You get what I mean? But that's how it is. As a journalist, usually punctuation is better than anything.
And you have to live the whole experience so you can talk about it.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was my thought process. I didn't know that he was going to have 2 openers. Like, it was this entire thing.
Yeah.
My boyfriend is a huge EDM fan. He's a true European man. EDM runs in his veins. So he was absolutely starstruck. Like, first of all, we were like
you were like in the VIP section,
yeah, we were literally in front of him, like a couple of rows. We were just in the regular section because I told him, I was like, we need to get a little bit more to the front because I needed to get a photo of him for my story.
Yeah, it's super weird. Right here, the VIP's on the back. I don't want to see his ass.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. It was so funny. Like, everybody was scattered everywhere. And I was like, I'm in the general section.
Why would I want to be in the back?
Yeah, and I'm like closest to him. Like, I can literally see his face. And we were dancing, and I remember there was some like 40-year-old people in the front, like, dropping ass, and I was like, girl, you're not 20. Like, it was a little bit embarrassing. Sorry if you're 40 and watching this, but I love you. But it was a little bit ridiculous. Like, we kept fighting with people, like, to be like, everybody wanted to be in the front. Yeah. Like, that was the one thing. And I remember, like, Beto was reaching, like, the end of it. Like, he was just like, my neck hurts, my body hurts, because he was trying to protect me. Yeah, as much as he could. and at the same time, like, enjoy the music. So we were both like this. The 40-year-old people kept coming in and out because they were getting drinks for themselves, but they were like 6 feet tall. And I was just like, I can't see. It was literally like a little bit of like both of enjoying and not enjoying. And the coolest thing happened. The promoter texted me and he was like, oh, like, how's the concert? And I was like, oh, it's pretty good. Thank you so much for like genuinely getting me in. Like, this is really cool. And he was like, oh, do you want to come up on stage? And I was like, me? Excuse me? This has never happened to me, guys. Like, this was like out of body experience. Like, I was just like, yeah, of course. Like, I was like, how can we make that happen? Like, because it's me and my +1. Yeah. Like, he didn't know that my +1 was my boyfriend. Like, usually, I mean, I don't know if this is a promoter thing, but usually people expect, like, just girls. You get what I mean? So I didn't know if they were going to reject me because I had my boyfriend with me. They ended up getting both of us in there into the inside of, like, where all of these, like, little influencers and people were. But we weren't at the top of the stage yet. Like, we were just, like, literally holding on because they were keeping us waiting. Like, I really thought it wasn't gonna happen because they were keeping us and they were like, no, you know what, it's too full, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, fuck, okay. So we were just, like, hanging out, like, on the side of the stage, just, like, looking at him and being like, ooh.
I have a question. Why is it always just, like, girls and chichonas on the stage?
I don't know.
It's a real question. Like, it's...
I mean, they look hot in photos, I guess.
Yeah, but remember the other one that was like twerking and showing her tits?
God, those are real like EDM people. But that's EDM culture. Like if you think about it, yeah, to get the like usually like ass out, tits out. That's the EDM game. Like that's how
I'll be there.
It doesn't matter. Like
she's DJ.
that's a rave culture. So then from there, like out of nowhere, like the guy, like one of the guys that was there. He was like, oh, come up. And we were like, oh my God, this is our moment. This is our moment. And we just started, like, he was dead ass, like, 2 feet away from me. Like, just, like, doing his thing. And we were both just like, what? How do you deal with this information? Like, how do you process this and then dance at the same time? I swear to you, I looked at him in the eyes. Like, it was so much fun. And it was such a cool experience because we were just, like, dancing with him. Mm. And, you know, I told you guys this thing, but what I thought was, like, the most exciting part was, like, the way the crowd reacted to him. Like, as somebody that craves that type of validation, I get it. That was super cool. Dude, it was awesome. It was an entire high. Like, it just kept going. Like, there was no way it could get, like, not to that vibe. I had no questions prepared because they had told me already. Like, they were like, he's not gonna take interviews. And I was like, that's fine. As long as I get to go. I ended up in the fucking stage. Yeah. Like, that's fucking cool. I was like, okay, my night ends here, right? It was amazing. And afterwards, the promoter had told me, he was like, oh, stick around. Maybe he'll want to get interviewed. And I was like, of course. Oh my God, I'm gonna gag myself. So I had questions in my notes app, but like my phone was at 2%. Like, and I was like filming, and I was like, yeah, Tiësto. And then in the end, like, he literally told me like 15 minutes before the show ended, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this information? My boyfriend had 10%. Like, there was no way. Yeah. And when he told me that, I just remember, like, I ran up to, like, the bar, and I was like, do you have napkins and a pen? And they were just like, no. And I was like, oh my God. So then I ran up, there's, like 2 bars. And then I ran up to the second bar, and I was like, do you guys have napkins? And then they were like, yeah, here. And I was like, do you have a pen? And they were like, yeah. So it was just like, okay. And I'm writing down questions, and I'm trying to be as, like, thoughtful and as professional as I can be.
Like, why did it fail to play in El Paso?
Yeah, exactly. While wearing a fishnet dress and a bikini underneath. Like, that's what
she was showing. That's why they got her on stage. She was a chichona.
Perks. But yeah, it was so cool. In the end, it was already like 3 a.m. In the end, like people started leaving, and the security, like, I just kind of went up to them, and because they wanted to kick us out, and I was like, oh, like, the promoter had told me this, like, we're just kind of waiting on his word, and he was like, oh my god, like, I'm so sorry, like, he already, like, got it. As soon as he stopped, like, he goes to the van and just leaves. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But I kept my napkin and hope that one day I will interview him. And that will happen.
You will.
And that will happen. And we'll be besties.
Yeah. And he's gonna teach you all he knows.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that was like my high of a story. Like,
I love that.
I got chills.
I actually got FOMO. I actually got FOMO. I saw a lot of people.
Cool.
I saw a lot of people just like vibing, and I saw like the pictures on the thing that she works at, and her story was perfect. I loved it so much.
It was not meant to be that day, but it will be someday.
It will be with that napkin, and she's gonna be like, wait, you know,
with the Elma logo in the back. Exactly.
I love that. Yeah. You always tell me that story, and I love it so much.
I get so excited to tell it every single time. It's like the coolest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, and I remember that you told this story before because you were talking about your experience wanted to be a DJ.
A DJ. But I was very vague on it, so I feel like you guys deserve the big gist of it. Yeah, the big one. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Do you have a big one?
Yes. A big high, but in a different high. In the other high experience. So this is a super random experience. I got to see Gordo Sisson. I don't know if you guys know who that is. It's a DJ. Mm-hmm. He's Gordo. He's a fatty. But he's really good. And I'm into like non-conventional, like super mainstream DJs. I like we're underground.
I got you there.
Slap in the face. No. But it was super cool because it was like a Halloween like DJ set. So I was like, oh my god, I want to go. So I asked my friends. Nobody wanted to go. So I found a friend. And he was like, sure, let's get the tickets now. So we bought the tickets. And it was like Halloween because everyone was going to go in costume. So we were like, okay, what are we going to dress as? And I was like, let's do a couple's Halloween costume. We weren't dating or anything. He was my friend. And we were like, okay. And I was like, what if I had short hair. And I was like, what if I dress like Lord Farquaad and you're Fiona? And he was like, I'm super down. I'm going to send you a picture inside a picture. That video, I have it on TikTok. It has like 40K views.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. And people are still saving that video for inspo. I know that you're saving it for inspo. I'm your inspo. But anyways, it was super fun. I dyed my hair black. And I made everything like DIY. I had a cape, I had the hat, I had the gloves. I'm super committed in Halloween. So we went to Spirit Halloween. We got him his costume, like extra large Fiona costume. And he got like the ears and everything. It was so funny because like I think we couldn't like abrochar the dress. Back, and you could see like his full ass tattoo on the back. Like he was like all this. I'm like, I love it. Yeah, I loved it so much. So we got there. We had substances, and a lot of people were taking pictures with us. Like the promoters, like the people, like were working there. They were like, "Oh, can we take a picture of you guys?" And we were like, "Okay." I was like, "This is my famous moment." So then I forgot that there was like a costume competition, and they were like, "Oh, are you guys like here for the costume competition?" And we were like, Sure. Okay, we're dressed already. They took us like to a side. I just remember that we were against ¿cómo se llama? Que te dije que se llamaba la de Bellatrix. And what's his name?
Hagrid.
Yeah. We were against Bellatrix and Hagrid. It was super random. And everyone was like, oh my god, your guys' costume. And we were like, nah, no es cierto. And yo estaba pensando, I was like, I'm gonna win this shit. Like, I knew I had it in the bag. Because it was like a money prize. So I was like, I'm going to get those $100. $100 each. So I was like, wow. Yeah, I'm going to get like reimbursed from the ticket. Basically. Yeah. So I was like, okay, we're going to give it our all. They were taking us like from behind the stage. And they got us into the stage. With the DJ. It wasn't Gordo. It was like the opener.
Oh, okay.
And we're like next to him and he was like, okay, aquí estamos con Lord Farquaad and Fiona. And I was like, just like dancing with the head and everything. My friend was like, I don't know if we have the videos. I think I have some of the videos. I'll post them on the clips for the Instagram. It was really, really fun. And we made it like, they made it like an applaud. Like, whoever gets more applause,
yeah.
wins. So we basically won. We got the $100. We were like just dancing on stage and we just came down. It was like a super random experience because we got down and we just went into the crowd. And like, I don't know if you have felt when you're high that people are looking at you.
Yeah.
And you feel like this. Yeah, exactly.
You're like, it's your third nightmare.
Yeah.
Like,
And I was like, it wasn't like on my head. It was happening. People were looking at me like this. And they were like just taking pictures of me.
Oh,
and I was like, I was super paranoid. I was like, he was like, do you want to leave? And I'm like, no, Gordo hasn't played yet. I was like, wait,
Gordo. And then,
yeah, just a lot of people came. And it was like super weird because I would just see like, I don't know, like, tell me a costume, like a witch on the side, and then I was next to Fiona, and it was super random, and then Gordo started playing, and we were like, whoa, this feels so good. We were like, just like hypnotized. I was like, just vibing. It was super chill. It was one of the highest experiences that I had, because I was like on stage, I was watching Gordo play. We were just vibing. We won a costume contest. I got attention. I'm a Leo. I loved it so much. And that was one of like the best experiences that I had, like as a high that I remember so much, that I was like, okay, like I can be on stage too, girl. Maybe not showing my tits, but I was Lord Farquaad for a moment. I don't know. It felt so good.
It's so funny because it's like two different highs, but
it's two different stages.
Yeah. But it's still with the DJs.
Yes.
So we married those stories together. I mean, also, like, we've been, like, would tell you guys, we've been to a lot of concerts.
Yes.
We've been starting since we were, like, literally babies.
Have you ever thought of how much money have you spent it in concerts? I don't want to think
about it. That could be something. You know what? I just lost my Ticketmaster account.
Oh,
they
yeah,
blocked
that's right.
me.
Yeah.
And I was so sad because I've been having, like, tickets from concerts from, like, 2016.
Yeah, that you have them there.
Yeah. So it's like, oh my God. Like, I don't even want to look back as how much money I've spent. But it's so sad.
Yeah, when we were writing this episode, I was like, damn, like, I might be able to buy a house without all that money. But anyways.
We're like carrying like $40,000 on shoes.
Yeah.
We're like that, but with concerts.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But Yoali, I don't want to forget about like the important concerts that you're saying, like they have been in our lives forever. I want to know like a super quick story of like the first concert that you remember like in 4K.
Yes. Okay. So this was back in 2007. I had to double check this with my mother because I went to see RBD in Juarez.
We were 6, by the way.
We were 6. I have this very like planted in my brain, but sadly I don't remember the concert. It's like because of a completely different thing. So my mom and I, we had gone through this memory together because it's very blotchy. But I remember that it was me, my sister, and my cousin. So we had gone with my mom. And I was the big RBD fan of the family. Like, it was just, if you guys don't know RBD, like, obviously, I think we had explained what it was in the past, but it was like a Mexican telenovela. Yeah. And then they toured as an actual, like, group. And I was, like, a huge fan. Like, I remember I had the ensemble on, everything on. And my cousin, she's, like, a little bit older than me, but we have two completely different cultures as to what it is. Like, she's more American and I'm more Mexican. Okay. So my mom is a very Mexican mother in the sense that every single time we go to a function, we go to the restroom before the function. Of course. We eat or do whatever we need to do before the concert. And then at the actual concert, you just stay on your seat. You just stay there and you don't miss the show. So my cousin, I think she was like 8. So my cousin it was the first time and only time she went to a concert with us. Because my mom told me that it was a general admission. Her face. It was a general admission type of thing.
Uh-huh.
So she said that they oversold the concert.
Oh, shit.
This is what I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
She said that they oversold the concert because there was people like on the sides, like sitting down. And my cousin wanted water. And
no, mijita.
my mom said,
Aquí no.
no. She said no because she knew, obviously, we don't see this because we're little, but she knew that if we left, no, but that's the thing. Like, my mom, she was like, okay, I would be nice enough to do it because it's not my child, but
you will lose your spot.
We'll lose our spot because that's the thing. We didn't have another adult with us. Like, it was just my mom, my sister who was like 12 or 11 and me 6. So it's like all of us have to go together. So she started crying because she wanted water, crying and crying and crying the entire night. She wanted water so bad. But yeah, and then afterwards, like, that's all I remember, that she was crying. And then she wanted food too. Like, at one point, like, my mom told her, like, maybe we get, and she was like, no, water. So yeah, that was my entirety of my memory of that concert. And then afterwards...
Did you ever get her water?
No. Like, afterwards, after, like, her dad picked her up, like, she was like, why is she crying, blah, blah, blah. And my mom's like, well, I couldn't give her what she wanted, so she started to cry. And my mom explained the entirety of the reason, but it was the last time she ever went to a concert with us.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, but I'm kind of sad because I don't have any memories of that concert.
And when you went.
I was there.
And you relived it, not like 2 years ago?
Yeah, and then they came back, and now I actually remember everything. So yeah, that was my first experience with a concert. What's one permanently that is engraved in your brain?
I know that it's not my first concert, but I remember it so like 4K in my mind. It was the One Direction concert. They came to El Paso, and like I was like the biggest One Direction fan. I wasn't the biggest Directioner, but I was so in love with Zayn Malik that I had to go to that concert.
Personally, I was a Harry Styles girl.
Yeah, you see the kind of type of girl you become from the One Direction person that you liked.
Yeah, exactly.
Who did you like, Karla?
Harry Styles.
I
went to the same concert.
So you like cute boys?
Yes, we do. We like pretty boys.
I like bad boys. Like my boyfriend. Anyways.
She's like,
that's the same Malik. And my boyfriend too. Anyways. So I remember that all the Directioners from El Paso decided that they wanted to go like neon. Everyone was dressed like neon.
I remember that. I never got that memo, but I remember
got it from a group, and a lot of my friends were wearing like neon, like skirts, like dresses and everything. They were painted with like neon paint and everything.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm going for the bad guy. So I was like dressing all black. I had like a mini black corset. I was just like skinny jeans. And
how old were you?
We're not gonna say my age. I think I was like 13. This one's 2014, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was 13. Anyways.
Did you shave?
Wait, that's where the story is going. So I remember that we made like 2 or 3 hours to cross the bridge because everyone was coming from Chihuahua, from like everywhere from Mexico. So I was so excited that I was like, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm gonna get a Red Bull. Like, I'm going like full on, like, yeah, I was crazy. I thought like if I was going to like a Metallica concert,
yeah, she was like, we're camping out here. 24 hours.
That was me, dude. And I wasn't like, I knew the One Direction concert. I mean the songs, but I wasn't like the biggest Directioner like as other girls, you know. So I was like, I went with one of my mom's sons. I don't know how to explain it. With a cousin. Let's say like that, with a cousin.
A cousin.
And he was like just taking pictures of me, but I was like, I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna shave because Zayn Malik is gonna notice me all the way to like row 3 376.
They're gonna put a spotlight on you and it's gonna be like,
I was like,
you.
I'm the girl in black. And I'm gonna be like, oh, sure, like, I don't even know the songs.
With
like,
black and skinny jeans out there.
And I had, like, my part, like this on the side. I was like, oh, yeah, like, all this. Like, I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I know Saint Malik, like, bad girl. So I was like, yeah, whatever. So, like, I was crying. I was bawling. I was dancing. I had so much fun. I remember my cousin, like, went to see his girlfriend. And he left me. And I was like, You're like, I'll give a fuck. Dancing with, like, which one is, like, a sad song? Like, Story of My Life.
She was at the club.
And yeah, I thought Saint Malik was gonna notice me. Or what was the name of the guy from 5 Seconds of Summer?
Luke? What's a Luke?
The
Michael?
one with with black hair.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh, you're talking about not Ashton, the other one. Oh,
El incomprendido.
sí, al que nadie le gustaba.
Yeah, I like him.
El morenito. I know who.
Yes, yeah.
He was the only non-white one.
Yeah, I like him. So
Yeah.
I was like, either Saint or him. Whoever wants to pick me up, I'll go.
You're like, see, I'm a whore.
Fine. I was 13.
With her options open.
I knew what I wanted from a young age. But yeah, that's the concert that I have, like, engraved on my mind. I remember, like, everything so perfectly. I remember just, like, bawling when they were singing.
Yeah, I
was
mean, I was there too, and I was in the same type of, like, it's like a trance.
It was,
And then they never came back, which was the best. Like, I hate to say it, but it was the best part because you get to say that you went.
exactly.
And
like,
nobody else
every time
went.
that my boyfriend tells me something about, like, the Sun Bowl, because he was in the Sun Bowl of the university here in El Paso, I was like, yeah, I came here for the One Direction concert. Like, whatever. Like, yeah, sure.
And it was sold out.
Yeah. And he was like, Coldplay too, but I was like, pero One Direction came once and they're not gonna come back together.
Oh, no. Don't bring that up. I will cry. So,
but yeah, that was my One Direction memory, my first, like, memory that I have of a concert. It was so...
Oh, I love it.
Okay, so Karla just told us that she also shaved.
And she brought a book with her. So she can be YN.
If I'm going down, you're going down with me. Anyways, Yoali, I know that we already talked about, like, the first concert, the high concert. And we also have, like, not horrible stories, but I want to know, like, a random story of a concert that you had.
So this comes with, like, a little bit of a backstory before I say the random thing. So I want to say this out of my privileged, because it is a privilege to be where I've been, but my boyfriend, he is from Portugal, and I've spent New Year's with him over there. Like, it was twice in a row. So the first time we spent it in Porto, and it was so much fun because it was unexpected. We ended up at a free concert that it was, like, just open to the public, and it was, like, a huge, like, Portuguese artist at the time. And he was, I think, from Porto. So he decided to do the concert. And it was so much fun. Like, we were dancing.
Kind of music?
He does a little bit of, he has a little bit of a reggae style, but it's pop. So it's really cool. What's his name? His name is Richie Campbell.
Okay.
So he recently had, like, a private concert for Ronaldo, which is a huge, like, thing. He's like he's been somebody that's, like, being, like, skyrocketing.
Okay.
Like, he's been skyrocketing mostly, like, in Portugal, but he's already hitting some international stuff.
Okay.
So when we went, it was pretty cool. So when we went, like, it was super fun. I remember we were dancing. Like, Pedro first introduced me to him, like, in our first date. So it was cute. It was, like, a full circle moment. So then the second year, he was like, oh, okay, like, we can do the same thing. There's going to be one in Lisbon, which is, like, 30 minutes away from where he lives. They're, like, neighbors, sister cities, kind of El Paso, Juarez, a little bit.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool. Like, let's see who pops up this time around, right? So then we go, and it was this random viejito. So talking about putting the story together, I really thought that he was like way older and he was in a wheelchair because he was sitting the entire time.
You got it all wrong.
I got it all wrong. I don't know if it was from all the cider that I was drinking, but Pedro was like, no, Yoali, he was sitting because he was playing the piano. But it was so funny.
Yoali, pobrecito.
I was out here. But it was super hilarious to me because honestly, like, we went from this 1 year of being like super like high and like a super like pop artist like out here to like un viejito, güey, like singing internationally.
In a wheelchair.
See, like it was dead ass like it was like a really random concert full of like really older like artists, and I was just like, I don't know what they're singing. He sings kind of ugly because he's kind of old. So, like, it was a very random thing. We had a lot of fun, though, and the fireworks were amazing. But
you were in your own world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I remember, like, we were both, like, profoundly confused. Like, he knew who he was. But he was like, yeah, he knew who he was. And he was just kind of like, oh, that's that person. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. But we were both like, he sings kind of ugly. It was so funny. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of random in the sense that, like, I was so confused as to how many people were there. Like, it was, like, dead-ass, like, we had to go through, like, security, and there was so many people.
It was, like, a big concert.
It was a huge concert, like, in the square of, like, the city. So, like, I was super confused because I was like, oh, everybody wants to see this viejito. Like, okay, slay. He has a fan base. I love that. So, yeah, it was, like, super random, but I don't know what he's saying, and I don't know what he's saying, so.
But
it was fun. It was fun.
Give it viejito.
Yeah, get it viejito. And, you know, he brought out other viejitos, and I was like, get it, I guess. Get it, I guess.
Come on, viejitos.
I want those viejitos.
Hey, dude, he was old and in a wheelchair. What the fuck? Where's Miley Cyrus?
I literally thought he was on a wheelchair. It was so funny. But yeah, correction.
Yeah, we were doing the outline of this episode, and she was like, yeah, and I remember that this old dude was, like, in a wheelchair, and then it was like, Yoali, he was playing the piano, that's why he was sitting down. I was like, Yoali, what the fuck?
I really thought he was invalid for a second. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to that community, but yeah.
I hope he's still good and alive.
Dele, viejito. Usted cántele. Usted cántele.
He's a Delulu.
He's a Delulu just like me, and I support it. But he actually has a lot of fans, so it's like
you're the stupid one. Here.
I'm the stupid one here. I'm the one making fun of him. So yeah. Have you ever had a random experience like
actually, that? It's very similar. Like yours is Hermosa Viejito. It's actually super cool. It's super cool that we're talking about viejitos and concerts. So this happened to me actually overseas. I was in Rome with my friend Paulina. Shout out to Paulina. And we were like, we wanted to go to like a club. And it was like it had like a disco, kind of like ABBA style. And we were like, oh, for sure we're gonna go to that concert. Concert venue, small bar, I don't know how to call it. It was super random because, like, starting, like, we entered from a door that it wasn't, like, the main door, so we didn't pay for the cover, so we were there illegally, I guess, question mark. It was good.
Hey, you get in.
Then my friend tapó el baño.
Ay, no mames, güey.
And she tried, like, we thought that the, like, cadenita was, like, to pull, like, the restroom. It was, like, an alarm. So she pulled it and it says, wee, wee, y yo, oh my God. Everything was horrible. We were like,
sounds so traumatizing. I know.
This doesn't happen in Mexico. Anyways, so a lot of random things happened to us and we were like, oh, let's just get drunk. So we started drinking. Like I said, like, I don't understand what Europeans drink have that get me so drunk. But I was like, okay. And we were just like vibing. There was like a disco ball. There was a bunch of fucking people in that. It was like a 2-floor like bar venue. So it was like packed as fuck. Yeah. And it was like ABBA songs. We were like dancing queen, just dancing.
Oh,
we were vibing.
I love that.
It was so much fun. And then out of nowhere, the DJ was like, I don't know what he said. I was like, got a girl. I think he said like, let's applaud for the next presenter that we have. It's this guy, blah blah blah, and everyone was like, oh my god, oh my god. Everyone was almost crying, and we were like, the fuck? Like,
you're like,
One Direction?
One Direction.
We're like, what the fuck is happening? So then this old dude with like a scarf, he was like a peloncito, glasses. He had his cigar. And he just came and he started like vibing with the DJ. So the DJ was playing and he was like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, you could really understand what he was singing. He was like the song of like, he was big and strong. And then he kind of sounded like that.
Okay.
So we're like, and everyone was like, with that kind of like voice tone.
Yeah.
So we were like, people were going crazy for him. Crazy. They were yelling. They were like, les faltó nomás sacarse una chichi. O sea, it was that crazy. So we were like, oh, he must be like someone. And we were just like vibing. We were making fun of him because he looks hilarious because he was like smoking and like, smoking and everything.
She viejito getting it out here.
He was a whole vibe. And we were like, okay, dude, I want to be like
Get
you.
Get it, girl.
So then we left and the night ended horribly anyways. Then a year after, I was here in El Paso already, and I was listening to my Spotify, my DJ. So then a song comes up, and I see the picture of the Spotify song. I was like, wait, I know who that guy is. And then I was like,
it's el viejito.
Yeah, I was like, and he sounded like, I was like, I know that song. I know that type of song. So I was like, the fuck? And I texted my friend, like, dude, no mames, I think I found the guy. My Spotify rap, like, just show me this, blah, blah. And she was like, dude, look him up. I don't remember his name. I'll send it to Yoali so she can put it right here. This dude was one of the biggest Italian celebrities in the 80s for, like, disco party kind of music. And we were like, the fuck? And she told me, he just passed. And I was like, ¿qué? ¿El viejito? So,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to that iconic legend.
Damn.
He passed, and he was an icon, and we were making fun of him, and he was like, and he was giving it his all. Maybe that was...
He's dotting in heaven.
No, for real, he was super cool. When I heard his songs, I was like, she's really good.
She's really good. I love that.
So, yeah, I met this dude before he passed in, like, a super underground bar.
I love that. That's super niche.
Super random.
Viejitos in concert. Super niche, guys. I love it. I love that we both did not know who the heck these people were. Let's make that more of a thing.
Yeah.
And then have the younger people confused. That's
What if that happens when Justin Bieber's like old?
Dude, it will. Trust me, it will. And sadly, I'll be one of those viejitas pulling out my chichis. Be like, yeah!
La Hailey Bieber.
También ella le saco una chichi también. I love Hailey Bieber.
And your like grandson is gonna be like, Grandma, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that viejito?
On to wrap this up, guys. Concerts are amazing. Like, besides from random to like the highest of the high, literally and metaphorically, it's something super cool that we've been doing for a while. So we thought that you guys could relate in some shape or form. Like, I feel like everybody has a concert story. There's nothing like, because it's not normal to have like a concert experience.
Yes.
Like, it's always very much of a like, something's always going on.
Yeah. For this, we have a question for you guys, and I have a question for you, Yoali.
Yeah.
Have you experienced like a concert where you feel like an outsider, like an underqualified person, trying to blend in so hard in that concert?
Yeah, I mean, this was a hard question to put together. First of all, it feels like a loaded question.
Yeah.
Sadly, yes, I've been that person, and I think it was because I was so young when it happened to me.
Uh-huh.
I was 14. And in no business going to a rave, but I did. It was my first rave ever, and I went to Foam. It was something that was happening here in town, and I remember I was 14 and trying to act older and having older people
Sí, cuando get
experiences.
makeup.
Yes,
What
exactly.
were you wearing?
I was wearing like I remember I bought this kind of like a tube top type of situation, but it was like braided and it had like a lot of colors, and then I had some like loose shorts, and I remember at the time like the crowns of the braids were in, so I did that. I did that, and like I didn't wear any like glitter or anything like that. Like I just did my makeup, like I did the beat, I did everything like I had everything like to the T. Like I was like, I'm gonna look amazing. Like this is the vibe, like for sure. I remember the friend that I went with, like she also like dressed up in like some type of like short situation, but we were still very much like looking 14. Like we were not out.
Okay.
Yeah, like exactly. We weren't trying to like be something else. Okay. You get what I mean? So then once we get there, oh God, it was just like a completely different thing. Girls with their asses out, chichis out, nipples out, like almost nipples out, like wearing pasties. Like it was just like ski boots, like this tall. Like the men were like shirtless with stuff written on them, and like it was just like super weird. I remember like people had like neon stuff wrapped. Like I had never been exposed to such a culture like that is like such like what the fuck is going on than rave. Like I feel like rave is like totally like
a different world.
A different world. And it was those type of people that go to like EDC, like hardcore ravers. They were all gathered at the Coliseum, and I was just like the 14-year-old there. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I remember I was on my period, so it was even worse. Like, I was just like already feeling a little bit like overwhelmed, insecure. I was like, oh, my outfit is not slaying. And like,
do I have to pull a chichi out or something?
Yeah. And then it starts. The foam starts, and everything is wet, and you're just like sagging everywhere. And I'm like, what? It's an hour or more than an hour because there's like openers, and then there's like the big. I didn't even know who was playing. Like it wasn't even like a mainstream artist. I just wanted to go to foam. Like that was the first time I got caught in like one of those the
mosh pit.
Oh, dude, it was the worst mistake ever. Like I was just like literally so confused. I was like, what is going on? And then people were tossing me around, and I was just like, how do I get out of here? I want my mom. And yeah, that was like literally the worst thing. I felt so underqualified to be there. I was like, never again going to foam. Thank you very much.
I actually don't understand those type of like concerts, and not concerts, like festivals and like raves. I went to a paint one, and I ended up just looking brown.
Yeah.
I mean, not see, no brown skin color. I mean, all the colors mixed, and I ended up with brown.
That's so funny. Yeah, I get you.
But it's not a good experience. Like you don't feel comfortable, not even with your clothes. You just want to change.
Yeah, it's
a lot of people.
That's how it feels. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Imagine all wet and like soap going into your mouth, and then you don't know if people are sweaty. Like you don't know if they're wet from like sweat or like just the water. Yeah, like it's literally nasty. No, never again. So
did you left early?
No.
Oh.
I'm a soldier. I stick it out. I paid good money for it. So I'm gonna stick it out. Yeah, it was my first rave, and technically my last. Almost. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Tiësto counts like a rave. I don't know. That feels more like concert-ish.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like a difference between a concert and a rave. I haven't been back to like a good like nipples out rave, you know?
I know a person that might take you.
Who are you talking about?
We're gonna get our nipples out. Yeah, Karla.
Going to EDC.
That's so much fun.
Yeah, Karla is a full-on like rape girl.
I love that. Anyway, we did. Is there a time that you felt underqualified?
Yeah, not even because like I didn't know the vibe, but it was just like the artist, I guess. Olivia Rodrigo. She is one of my favorite artists. I
too.
love her so much. I'm a girly pop. She's a girly pop. I love her so much.
I'm like jealous that you've seen her. I don't have luck. I haven't seen her.
Oh,
but yeah.
I saw her like. Nah, she wasn't that close, but she was flying in a moon.
Oh wow.
Anyways, I just felt very outsider because there was like girls 14, 15, 13, 8. I don't know what ages between 8 and 15 that were like with their parents. It was really nice. It was very sweet because they were like with their parents or with their dad. It was like, oh, I want my mommy.
Yeah,
And-
it's because we are older than Olivia.
Yes. But
Like, no, like 2 years.
oh. Anyway,
She's a younger.
I know that my niece
artist.
listens to her. She was like, she has like a big pizarrón and she writes the songs that she likes. And she was putting Olivia Rodrigo, Jealousy. I was like, shit, I listen to that stuff.
Yeah, you're like, are we one?
No, but I was like, have you seen like the memes of like people going to Olivia Rodrigo's concert? And I was like the Freaky Friday, like Jamie Lee Curtis with like the pelitos así, and like I was like, rock. I was that bitch.
Yeah.
I was with my best friend and her sister, and we were just like yelling and like we were just vibing. It was one of the best concerts I've been to. But shit, I felt so outsider because all of the girls were like, la 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 la, and I was like, oh shit, I think am I too like I think
Am I too old?
Yeah.
To be doing this?
Yo, guys, tell me. It's like shit. I just felt like really outsider. But it was the vibe. It was the vibe. I'm not saying that I was the oldest person there.
But I feel like now she makes sense that she's part of our age group.
Yes.
Like now she's like, oh, Rocky and like
Oh yeah, I saw her when
licking the floor.
when she was performing with like her red outfit and they had a camera on the floor and she was like, I think she was I don't remember what song it is. It's part of like the deluxe album that she has. And she was like, yo, am I gay?
Is this my coming out video?
Yeah, and I was like, with the girls, I was like, girls, don't see this. Don't watch this. I'm like, this is not for you.
Me encanta.
But yeah, I felt like an outsider, but one of the best concerts that I've been to.
Slay. Karla, come here. Do you have a story?
I was thinking about that.
This is Karla, by the way.
Oh, hello everyone.
I
I think I would have to say, ironically enough, the One Direction concert.
Why?
Mostly because I feel like it was just a weird mix of like
Hormones?
hormones. Like we had like a group of like 14, 12 like teens, preteens.
Yes.
Mind you, who were like obsessed with like a group of boys.
Yes.
Us.
Yeah.
Shaved, waxed, you name it, like dress code.
Everything.
And then it was like the bigger, like actual people who probably had a chance of like actually dating these people. And these were like the 20-year-olds that were probably their age, and they were like, yeah. They're probably shaved too. But I remember just being like,
It's a collective
I know.
of shaves.
Everyone
They
was
had
shaved.
something to shave. We didn't.
We didn't.
Ah, dude, we were apparently like prepubescent, like freaking babies.
You're
And I remember
shaving your one hair.
I remember my mom being like, girl, like, who the hell is gonna, like, I did take a book because I wanted to be different, okay? YN, AF.
YN.
And I don't know, not necessarily because, like, I was trying to, like, be someone else who I wasn't,
Uh-huh.
rather than, like, a hardcore direction and just really having, like, a good time. Like, I mean, I had a good time, don't get me wrong. But, like, I feel like I was so caught up in my head where I was, like, wanting to turn this Wattpad fiction
Yeah.
into real life. Like, I was like, I'm gonna marry them.
She's like plotting on the side.
I was like, you will be mine.
Keep in mind, what did the people from security think when they saw you with the book? They were like, the fuck?
Like, this girl doesn't want to be here.
Let me tell Harry. So
let me call Harry and tell him to send her backstage. It did not happen, unfortunately. But
Oh.
we're all here.
One
ladies.
can dream.
I know.
One
But that was
can
really it, though. Like, I was just kind of like, I wish I would have been more myself and, like, really, like, enjoyed it with, like, my
Yes.
friends. And, like, you know, like, my sister was there with me, and, like, she probably doesn't remember going. But, you know, I feel like it would have been more memorable if it was more like a friendship.
instead of fuck it.
Instead of thinking with your whatever the fuck.
The non-existent at that time hormones.
Yeah, with the hormones.
I love that.
I love it.
Thank you,
I love
thank
that you're
you.
here with us.
Oh, thank
Applause,
you.
applause.
So
We love to
shy.
have you here,
Thank
and
you.
we hope you guys loved our stories. They were kind of random, so yes. Alrighty.
We
Bye,
love you guys.
Love you. Oh, like, subscribe, whatever you gotta do.
Comment, subscribe,
And the
wherever it
bell,
says.
so you don't miss us, so you don't miss our videos.
And follow us on Instagram and TikTok, please.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.